We're in Delaware and Maryland and now South Jersey. Ranked 134th market size, small market. Just out of curiosity, how many of you work in a small or medium-sized market? Would you raise your hand? Awesome. Awesome. Well, what I want to do with my 5 minutes this morning is encourage you. And it might be a little over the top of the name of the talk, that God started in a small market. But I want to point out that the first major broadcast announcing the arrival of the Son of God, Jesus Christ, onto earth was made in a small market. If God had been going for Cume, he would have gone to Jerusalem. I love the encouragement from you small markets. Well, and here's something that, why did he go to a small market? And I think there are probably a lot of reasons, but a couple of them. One of them is that God knew that the angels were announcing this to an audience that was ready to hear and would understand and was uniquely qualified to share this news with the rest of the world. And most of us, we get this image in our mind that the shepherds were these poor, disheveled people out working in the middle of the night watching the lambs. But in fact, these were priests, okay? And these priests were in charge of the special lambs, the lambs that were being prepared for sacrifice. And these lambs had to be without spot or blemish, the Bible says. So when the angel said to those shepherds, "You will find him wrapped in swaddling clothes lying in a manger," they understood what the swaddling clothes symbolism meant, because that's what they did to keep their lambs without spot or blemish. So they understood the significance of that. So my encouragement to you, fellow small market and medium market broadcasters, is as you roam the halls and you look at the name badges, don't be intimidated. Don't be discouraged. Don't fall into the comparison trap that I admittedly fall into. We have 365,000 population in our market. Troy at KSPJ, Cume is 3 times the population in our market. It is hard for me not to look at that and be a little bit discouraged, a little bit feeling like a little bit of an underdog. But fellow broadcasters, you are exactly where God has called you to be, doing exactly what God is telling you to do. So be encouraged, okay? My co-host Denise Harper uses this phrase, "Bloom where you're planted." You're planted in a great place in your community. Take the message that God has given you. The angels sometimes, the A-list angels don't have time to stop by and see us when they're on tour sometimes. But the most important one does speak to us every day. And we